everybody, and welcome to another episode of Make Me Ramble. So guys, what am I going to be rambling about today? I'm going to be rambling predominantly about games and other game systems and other things game related. One of the things that was put forward in my... I'm just going to be making some just some random green stuff shapes as well, just so that I can use them in conversions, just pre-rolling them. In fact, I can probably do with getting rid of these ones that I did the other day. There we go. There's the tray for them. So guys, game systems and stuff, and what do I play? Well, obviously I've got the whole 40k side of things. You all know that by now. If you don't, hello, welcome to the Pleasure Dome. Any other game systems, miniature related? Not really. Me and my friends have dabbled with things. We've dabbled with the likes of, well, I've dabbled with the likes of like X-Wing and Infinity and stuff. We've also done, we've toyed with that. Oh, I really want to do Dust Tactics, but nobody that I know wants to play Dust Tactics, which is a bit unfortunate because the miniatures just look really, really cool. In fact, I could probably do with, oh shit, I could probably do with halving some of these actually whilst I'm talking to you guys. But yeah, so the miniature games, not so much. I find it very difficult to move away from 40k just because I don't feel that anything else has got the background or the lore and the fluff that 40k has. I think it's because obviously as a game company, Games Workshop have been around for such a long time, and you could probably go as far as to say they are the oldest miniature game manufacturer out there, or at least one of them. And that's why their fluff is so developed and they've got so much stuff going on, which is really it for me, because I love the immersion that 40k gives you. And all the lore, all the backstory. When you're creating stuff, when you're reading about stuff, when you're listening to audiobooks and things, you genuinely feel a part of the 41st millennium. You feel a part of the universe. Especially when you play it as well, because that's the thing with me. I don't game very often, but when I do like to imagine myself like down there on the battlefield, or as the overseeing kind of commander kind of role. Now, things like Infinity and stuff, the game system's alright, the miniatures are great, but it's that fluff. There's nothing that really makes me want to keep playing. Plus, again, in regards to the quantity of kits and stuff, because more than anything, I'm a hobbyist. I'm not a gamer. I like to build, I like to create, and I think because of the variety of Games Workshop kits out there, you've got so much that you can play with and so much that you can make new out of and make something really interesting. And because, again, that background is so in-depth, you can pretty much make whatever you want. For example, my Mechanica stuff, before they started releasing all the Scutari things, I was making my own. I was doing my own thing out of already existing kits, which is what people have done for years. And that is, for me, the true joy out of it. I don't really get that much joy from playing apart from when I win. I used to be a very, very sore loser when I lost. My all-time hobby and Games Workshop related friends will tell you I used to smash miniatures about and stamp on them and things when I used to lose, but now, as I'm a bit older and a bit wiser, I'm a lot more gracious in regards to winning. But yeah, so what else? I mean, other games aside from miniature wargaming type things. I do play other games. Me and Mr. Pidge, we did get, well, Pidge was already into, but I got really heavily into Yu-Gi-Oh! I caught about a year or so ago, maybe a couple of years ago, and that was freaking awesome, and we still occasionally play, although we've not done so in a long while. But that is amazing. I fucking love Yu-Gi-Oh! Although it's good to play somebody new. When thing is with me and Mr. Pidge, when we play a couple of decks, but we've played each other that often that we know what's in each other's decks, and we kind of know what the other person's trying to bring out, and it becomes not very fun anymore. So we play Yu-Gi-Oh! I've recently just got into Hearthstone, actually. Hearthstone's pretty decent, although I fucking suck at it. But I'll come on to more video game related stuff in a little bit. But I absolutely fucking suck at Hearthstone. Mr. Pidge, again, the master of most things, he's been like kind of like tutoring me in how to play. But really, unless he holds my hand all the way through a battle, not literally, figuratively, then I really suck. I mean, my biggest losing streak is like 30 losses or 32 losses in a row, which is really fucking stupid. And it makes you want to give up. Mainly because the matchmaking system in that game is fucking shit. As in literally, it is a big steaming pile of not even dog, it's a big steaming pile of dinosaur shit. That's what it is. Because you just, like, for a beginner, even if you're a beginner and you can get matched up against someone that's like fucking been playing since it came out, and it's just not fair because you just get owned straight away. But yeah, so we'll come back to that. Other card games now. Other games and systems we play. Oh, it's a fucking massive one I missed out. D&D. That is the biggest one I think that I play aside from 40k. Just because it is just amazing. And if you guys are new to the party on D&D, go back and find my D&D episodes. I'm still releasing them drip by drip. But seriously, they are freaking amazing if you listen to them. The world that me, Ems, Jay and Mr. Pidge created in our minds, and hopefully that you will create in your minds as well, is just absolutely phenomenal. It's so in-depth. I mean, that is the level of depth that I need to get into a game and immerse myself in the game fiction and stuff like that. But seriously, if you're new to the party, please just go and give them a listen. There's a lot of them, and I think in total, we added it up the other day, we have about 5 days worth of listing, not currently out, but over all of Season 1, which is just nuts. It's absolutely incredible. But yeah, the D&D is amazing, and I love it because it's a beautiful little break from reality, and it just, when you're immersed in, I mean, like I say, if you guys don't play D&D, I seriously recommend that you have a go at it. Like I say, it's just great. I mean, people like us that do the hobby, we're very imaginative folk, or at least most of us are anyway. And you can just so get into D&D and really immerse yourself in the world that you create, and you can guarantee that if you're playing with friends, that you'll all be in the same world, but each of them will have a different representation of what the world is like. And it's just, I sound really stupid here, but it is a beautiful thing when you're that far into a fantasy world that you've created in your own mind. It's crazy. But yeah, so D&D. D&D is one of the main ones that I do. But please go check them out. They're really cool. I think we only get about 50 views or something like that on each video, because there's only a minority of people on the channel that do it. But I put it because it's good to listen to as well. If you like listen to stuff when you're painting or building, you can go and listen to that. And there's some funny moments. Seriously, there's some fucking side-splittingly funny moments in that. Yeah, so other games and stuff. Obviously, you've got I've got like the PC gaming aspect of things. I try and keep that separate from the hobby, and I will probably do on this video as well. I'll tell you, although there are the 40k related games which I have played. Now, the 40k related games, that's like the first one I ever played. And some of you old timers out there will remember this. Warhammer 40k Rights of War, which is fucking amazing. Amazingly shit compared to nowadays games, but back in the day it was like, oh my god, it's a Warhammer 40,000 game, that's amazing. But that was, you were Eldar, and you had all the different aspects, and it wasn't an army like Dawn of War style. It was like you had a few individual different Eldar, so you had like Guardian, you had a Dire Avenger and all that, and it was a turn-based hexagonal strategy game, which was just really crazy, just really funny, and like that included loads of cool stuff actually. That included obviously your Imperial Guard, your Eldar, your Space Marines. It even had freaking Tyranids in it. Tyranids are cool. Tyranids are really cool. I don't think it had Orcs. No, I didn't have orcs from what I can remember, but it did have the Tyranids. It had like all like the Genestealer cults, and the Magos, and the Genestealer Guardsmen, and it even had Genestealer Lehman Russes, which was freaking just bizarre. But yeah, you had all kinds of crazy stuff like that. So that was that. I used to love playing that. And I remember when I was younger, I used to just click, and I didn't really know what I was doing. But as I got older, as I got to about like 12, 13, I started working out what the game was like and how to play it. Other stuff that I've played, obviously I've played fucking Fire Warrior. When that came out, that was actually alright, but when you look back at it, when you look back at what was out at the time, awful. God-awful game. Really, really shit. And it was a very racist, because all of the tower are talking like a oriental person, which was really stupid. But yeah, so there was that I played. Played a bit of Chaos Gate every now and again. That was pretty cool. And then obviously I've got like obviously there's the Dawn of War games. Fucking love those games when they first came out. I still play the Dawn of War games. I still have Soulstorm installed on my PC. Just because it is probably one of my alongside Command and Conquer, it is probably one of my favourite base builder type RTS games, which is really, really cool. I just love it to bits. I love the fact that you can just create massed armies, but I'm really good at the kind of like no one plays online anymore. The support's kind of gone for it, and it's like, I don't know, I wish that was on again, because I used to love playing online, although people didn't used to like playing against me because I was just Eldar all the way. And all you do as Eldar on Dawn of War is you just create loads and loads and loads of webway gates everywhere, cloak them all, build like secondary and bases everywhere, just loads like the HQ building, so that if your main base got destroyed, the enemy would spend ages trying to hunt you down, and it was just really funny. Because then most people would just rage quit because they couldn't find where your other bases were, which was ace. Other 40k related games that I've played. Space Marines. Space Marines friggin' sick. And all those naysayers out there that's like, oh my god, it's a really shit game, it's not proper. I get that it's not, a proper representation of what the Ultramarines and stuff are like and things like that, but bearing in mind, THQ, I think, was it THQ or Relic? One of those studios, they were trying to make it mainstream, so they had to make it appeal to a wider audience. I used to love that. I used to love online on that. I used to be really good at that online. I went on it a while, like recently. Took ages to get a game, and I just got freaking owned because I've not played it for so long. But I used to be really good as the Assault Marine on that game. I just wish they'd kind of expanded it more. I hope that more 40k related games come out. So I'm just randomly just trimming up some green stuff, just because why the hell not? Other games and stuff. What about other game systems, like miniature game systems I've played? Nothing really. Again, like I said, I'm very much stuck in 40k. I would like to play fantasy. I'll tell you a story actually. There's two reasons why I don't play fantasy fantasy at all. I used to play. I used to collect, should I say. There's a reason why I don't. Basically, once upon a time, little GREATJOJOMAN here had a full vampire count army with loads of zombies, loads of skeletons, loads of vampires, ghouls, the freaking lot. This was like back when, this is way back in the day. This is when I was probably 14, 15, something like that. So a long time ago. Now, I had a full vampire count army because I was like, oh, these are really cool. I like vampires. I like the undead. They're really, really good. And my mate Pete was like, do you want to go to Games Workshop and have a game? I was like, yeah, that'd be brilliant. I've never played fantasy before. It'd be really fun. And I went to Games Workshop and I set my army out on the board, and then Pete pulled out a full army of dwarves. Now, vampire counts relying very heavily on magic and be able to generate new units because the units are very weak, didn't do so well against dwarves, because dwarves basically, no, you're not to do that. You can't do any magic, because we're dwarves and we don't allow it, because we just dispel, and it just wasn't fun. And it was like, I think it was like 3 turns in, and I just packed up my stuff and went home, because I was like, there's no point in playing, because he smashed my zombies to pieces, smashed my skeletons to pieces, and literally I had like a couple of vampires and a couple of ghouls running around, and he had a full army still, and I was like, Pete, this isn't fun. It's not fun for me. I'm going home. So I packed up my shit and left. And consequently, I've just fucking picked parts of the armies away to use in conversions and sold a bunch of it and things. There's also... It's really fucking hot. I need to open a window. It's really fucking hot in here. There we go. There's another reason why I don't do fantasy, and that reason is square bases. Fucking, that's where the square base hate came from. Because with fantasy, I find that you are limiting yourself to a space. You're limiting yourself to a little square. And because your units have to... I need to get some airflow in here. It's ridiculous. Because your units have to rank up, you can't like do elaborate crazy conversions. And that's the issue that I have with my skeletons and my zombies. I have all these like... crazy zombies and scary skeletons and stuff, and they're all epically posed, but the thing is, they wouldn't rank up properly, and I had to put them in a very specific order in order to get them to rank up. Oh, it pissed me off, really. So that's why I prefer 40k, because on the circular base, because it's a skirmish-based game, you can have stuff overlapping, you can have stuff, you know, coming off the edge of the base if you want to. And it's just better for converting and stuff, so that's why I don't play fantasy. Although, I have thought about, I've toyed with the idea of creating a very small fantasy force. If I was to do one, I would do Ogre Kingdoms, because literally you need maybe about 15 to 20 models, and that's pretty much it. I would like to theme them somehow. Like, I would love to do like Ogre Pirates. That'd be amazing. And have like their big like stompy things as like ships. That'd be really cool. That'd be really, really... Plus, it means I get loads of cool extra bits and things to use for, like, Mechanicum, like thralls and stuff like that. Oh, sneak peek! You don't see how this one is for a while, though, because he's not done. But yeah, so I'd get a chance to do all that kind of stuff, which would be really cool. I think... I'd love to do orcs, but I just can't be arsed painting that many of them. But going back to the original topic, other stuff that I've done, that's pretty much it. I'm very boring in regards to trying out stuff. It has to really captivate me. And that is probably where we're going to leave this ramble today. It has been a rather ramble, actually. It's been part of the essence of the wow, brain fart, the essence of the video title, really, Make Me Ramble. It's made me ramble quite a bit. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and please leave a comment in the doobly-doo down below, actually. Whatever game systems you like, whether or not you actually have the same issue as me, as regards to you need immersion in order to get really into a game system. Just put your thoughts and views and ideas on the ramble. I really like reading your responses to these videos, because some people go quite in depth, and it's really, really cool to listen to. Yeah, so please leave a comment, leave a detailed comment if you want to. I enjoy reading them. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys again. See you now, and goodbye.